Welcome to Cheating Chronicles, where truth, betrayal, and heartbreak collide. Every story here reveals how love turns to lies and how the ones we trust can become the ones who hurt us most. Real stories, real emotions, real consequences. Subscribe now and join us as we uncover the secrets behind every betrayal in the Cheating Chronicles. They don't recognize me. I stand in the marble lobby of what used to be Warren and Cording, my family's crumbling legacy, and watch my father's hands tremble as he signs away everything. The pen scratches across paper. His cologne is the same. Expensive, suffocating. It used to make me gag when I was 16 and he'd lean close to tell me I was worthless, that I'd never amount to anything, that throwing me out was a mercy because at least the streets would teach me what he couldn't, how to disappear. I learned, just not the way he intended, Madame Lou. My lawyer's voice cuts through the silence, professional, crisp. The documents are complete. My father looks up. His eyes, pale blue once so cutting, sweep over me with the casual assessment of a man evaluating livestock. My mother stands beside him, clutching her Hermes bag like a life raft. My older sister Victoria examines her nails. None of them see Emma Warren in the tailored Armani suit, in the diamond studs that cost more than their mortgage, in the face that's sharper now, hungrier, remade by a decade of survival and then, unexpectedly, triumph. They see money. They see power. They see their salvation. They don't see me. Thank you for this opportunity, Madame Lou. My father extends his hand. His palm is clammy when I take it. I hold his gaze for 3 seconds longer than necessary, watching confusion flicker across his features. Something familiar in my eyes. Something he can't quite place. I smile. The pleasure is mine, Mr. Warren. I watch him flinch at the formality, at the distance, at the way I say his name like he's a stranger, because he is. The conference room smells like lemon polish and desperation. Sunlight streams through floor-to-ceiling windows, casting everything in brutal clarity. My mother's face is lined now, her beauty preserved by expensive creams and expensive lies. Victoria's engagement ring catches the light. 3 carats, I estimate. A man bought her what my family could no longer afford to give her. We're grateful, my mother says, her voice honey-sweet, practiced. The company has been in our family for 3 generations. Knowing it's in capable hands, I'm sure you are. I cut her off gently, but the message is clear. I'm not here for sentiment. My lawyer begins gathering documents. The sound of shuffling paper fills the space between us. I should leave, walk out, let them discover the truth later. When they receive the new company roster and see the CEO's full name, Emma Warren Lou, the ghost they created. But then I see him. Through the glass wall of the conference room, in the reception area beyond. 18 now, tall and too thin, with dark circles under eyes that look exactly like mine used to. My baby brother, Daniel. 11 when they threw me out. Probably doesn't even remember me clearly. He's carrying coffee, an assistant's job. A servant's job in his own family's company. They made him nothing too. My hand clenches around my Mont Blanc pen. The rage is cold now, controlled. Refined by years of channeling it into something useful. Old man Chen found me sleeping in an alley behind his restaurant 10 years ago. Fed me, listened to my story, saw something in me that my own blood never did. When he died 2 years ago, he left me everything. The restaurant empire, the real estate holdings, the investment portfolio worth 9 figures. Make them pay. He'd whispered in Mandarin, his final words. Not with money, with truth. I'm not here for revenge, I'm here for Daniel. Actually, I say, and 5 sets of eyes snap to me. There's one more condition. My father's jaw tightens. The contract is signed. I'm aware. I lean back in my chair, crossing my legs. The motion is deliberate, powerful. I want to hire someone from your current staff, non-negotiable. He comes with me or the deal is void. Who? Victoria demands. I let the silence stretch. Let them sweat. Let them remember what it feels like to be powerless. Then I look directly through the glass at Daniel. He's staring at his phone, oblivious. So young, so trapped, him, I say. The boy with the coffee. My mother goes pale, my father's face turns to stone. And Victoria, sharp, calculating Victoria, looks at me for the first time. Really looks, Emma, she whispers. The name falls like a bomb in the pristine silence. The glass of water in my mother's hand shatters against the marble floor. No one moves. Crystal shards sparkle in the sunlight like diamonds. like the life they thought they'd buried 7 years ago, now glittering at their feet. Water spreads across expensive Italian tile. My mother's mouth opens and closes. Opens and closes. A fish drowning in air, that's impossible, my father says, but his voice cracks on the second syllable. I stand. Slowly. Let them take in every inch of what their discarded daughter became. The Armani isn't just a suit, it's armor. The diamonds aren't just jewelry, they're proof. My hair is longer now, darker, styled by hands that cost $500 an hour. My body is stronger, trained by necessity first, then by choice. I am nothing like the girl they threw away. I am so much more. Hello, Father. The word tastes like poison and power. Did you miss me? Victoria stumbles backward into her chair. My lawyer, bless him, remains perfectly still, perfectly professional, though I catch the slight raise of his eyebrow. We discussed this possibility. He advised against it. Too emotional, he'd said. Bad business, but some business is personal. Emma. My mother finds her voice. It's smaller than I remember. You're alive. Oh my God, you thought what? I take a step forward. My heels click against marble. That I died in a gutter somewhere? That I overdosed? Got trafficked? Disappeared into whatever nightmare you told yourselves to sleep at night? Another step. Or did you simply stop thinking about me altogether? My father's face flushes red. You were out of control. Disrespectful. We gave you every opportunity. You gave me nothing. My voice doesn't rise. Doesn't need to. The truth is loud enough. I was 16. I asked for help with school. I asked for therapy. I asked for someone to notice I was drowning. The words come easier than I expected. I've practiced them in mirrors, in therapy sessions, in the dark of night when old man Chen would find me crying in his restaurant kitchen. You threw me out because I wasn't pretty enough for Mother's country club. Wasn't obedient enough for Father's business dinners. Wasn't perfect like Victoria. My sister flinches. Good. Let her feel something. And Daniel, I gesture toward the glass wall where my brother still stands, now frozen, staring at us with growing horror and confusion. What's his crime? Why is he serving coffee in his own family's company? That's none of your concern, my father snaps. Everything about this company is now my concern. I place both palms on the conference table, leaning forward. I own it. I own this building. I own the Warren name, at least the version that matters in business. And I own every decision moving forward. The power shift is tangible. Physical. I watch my father's spine curve just slightly. Watch my mother's hands flutter to her throat. Watch Victoria calculate, already trying to figure out how to use this, how to spin it, how to survive. Emma, please. My mother's voice breaks. Tears well in her eyes, Oscar-worthy. We were wrong. We were so wrong. If you'd known I'd become wealthy? I laugh. It's not a kind sound. Then what? You would have kept me, loved me conditionally a little longer? We did love you. She's crying now. Real tears or fake, does it matter? We do love you. No. The word is final. You loved the idea of a perfect family. I didn't fit the picture, so you erased me. The door to the conference room opens. Daniel steps inside. He's taller than I expected with my father's build, but my mother's delicate features. He looks between us, confusion giving way to something else. Recognition, memory. What's going on? His voice is deeper now. Almost a man's voice. I turn to face him fully. Let him see me. Let him remember, if he can, the sister who used to sneak him cookies before bed, who read him stories, who promised she'd always protect him. I broke that promise. They broke me. Daniel. His name catches in my throat. Do you remember me? He stares, squints, then his eyes widen. Emma? The way he says it, with wonder, with something like relief, makes my chest crack open. I nod. You left, he whispers. They threw me out. His gaze swings to our parents. Something dark crosses his face, understanding. Horror. Maybe he knows more than I thought. Maybe he's been living his own version of hell. I came back for you, I tell him. I'm not leaving without you this time. You can't just take him, my father roars, finally finding his anger. He's our son. He's 18, barely. He's legally an adult. My lawyer finally speaks. And if he chooses to accept employment with Liu Enterprises, there's nothing you can do to stop him. I extend my hand to Daniel. Come with me, please. The silence is infinite. A chasm, a choice. Daniel looks at our parents. At Victoria. At the life they've built around him. Beautiful and hollow and crushing. Then he looks at me. The sister who disappeared. Who survived? Who came back? He takes my hand. Daniel doesn't speak for the first 10 minutes. He sits beside me in the back of the Bentley, hands clasped in his lap, staring out the tinted window at the city blurring past. My city now. The driver knows better than to interrupt. The leather seats smell new, expensive. Everything in my world smells expensive now. It used to comfort me. Right now it feels suffocating. Are you really a billionaire? Daniel finally asks. His voice is small. Does it matter? I don't know. He turns to look at me. His eyes are red-rimmed. I thought you were dead, Emma. They never talked about you. There were no pictures. It was like you never existed. The words hit harder than I expected. I breathed through it. What do you remember about me? He's quiet for a moment. You used to let me sleep in your room when I had nightmares. You'd tell me stories about dragons and princesses. You always gave me the bigger half of your dessert. A pause. Then one day you were just gone. Mom said you ran away, that you didn't love us anymore. My hands curl into fists. That's not true. I know, his voice cracks. I heard them fighting that night. Dad screaming. You crying. Then silence. In the morning your room was empty, like you'd never been there at all. I forced myself to unclench my jaw, to breathe. I'm sorry I didn't come back sooner. Why did you come back at all? The question isn't accusatory. It's genuine, curious, and it deserves an honest answer. I saw you through the glass, I tell him, carrying coffee, looking lost, looking like I felt when I was 16 and no one saw me. I meet his gaze. I couldn't leave you there, but you're taking their company. That's revenge, no. I shake my head. Revenge would be destroying them. This is justice. There's a difference. Is there? Smart kid. Too smart for his own good. Just like I was. The Bentley pulls up to my penthouse building. 42 stories of glass and steel overlooking the harbor. The doorman opens the car door. I step out and Daniel follows, his eyes widening as he takes in the building, the view, the sheer impossible wealth of it all. You live here? I own the building. The words still feel surreal sometimes. Top 3 floors are mine. The elevator ride is silent. Daniel watches the numbers climb. When the doors open directly into my foyer, marble, minimalist, floor-to-ceiling windows revealing the city spread out like a glittering promise, he actually gasps. This isn't real. It is. I walk to the bar, pour myself a whiskey. Neat, the way old man Chen taught me. Want something? Water? Soda? How did this happen? He follows me, hovering like he's afraid to touch anything. How did you go from where you were to? This, I take a sip. The burn grounds me. A man found me, took me in. Saw potential where everyone else saw trash. I set the glass down. He taught me everything, business, strategy, how to survive, how to win. And when he died, he left you everything. I earned it. The words come out sharper than intended. I worked 18-hour days. Learned 3 languages. Built his restaurant empire into something bigger. He didn't just give me charity, Daniel. He gave me a chance. Daniel nods slowly, walks to the window, stares out at the city. I used to dream you'd come back. When I was younger, I'd imagine you'd drive up in a fancy car and take me away from them. He laughs bitterly. Guess I wasn't that far off. I join him at the window. Stand close enough that our shoulders almost touch. What do you want, Daniel? Not what they want. Not what you think you should want. What do you actually want? He's quiet for so long, I think he won't answer. Then, I want to matter. I want someone to see me as more than a disappointment. His voice breaks. I want to be enough. The words pierce straight through me. I know that feeling. That desperate, aching need to be seen, to be valued, to be loved without conditions. You are enough, I tell him. You always have been. They're just too broken to see it. He turns to face me. Tears stream down his face. I thought I was going crazy. Like something was wrong with me. They made me feel invisible, worthless, like you were the problem. I grip his shoulders. You weren't. You aren't. They are. He collapses against me, sobbing, and I hold him the way I wish someone had held me when I was 16 and broken and sleeping in alleys. I hold him until the tears stop, until his breathing evens out. Until he pulls back, wiping his face, embarrassed. Sorry, that was human, I finish. That was human. He laughs shakily. So what happens now? I lead him to the couch. We sit. I take his hand. Now you decide. You can work for me. Learn the business. Build something of your own. Or you can go back. Finish school. Do whatever you want. Either way, you're not alone anymore. They'll fight you, he warns. Mom and Dad, they'll try to take you down. Let them try. I smile. I've been preparing for this for 10 years. They threw me out with nothing and expected me to disappear. Instead, I became the thing they fear most. What's that? Someone who doesn't need them anymore. I squeeze his hand. Someone who survived despite them. Someone who came back not to beg for love, but to prove they were wrong about me. Daniel stares at me with something like awe. You're terrifying. Good. I stand, pulling him up with me. You should be terrified too, because I'm about to turn you into something they'll never expect. What? I smile. A real smile this time. Warm, genuine. My family. 3 days later, Victoria shows up at my office unannounced. She's wearing Chanel. Her hair is perfect. Her makeup is perfect. She looks like the sister I remember. Poised, polished, untouchable. My assistant tries to stop her, but I wave her through. This conversation was inevitable. Nice office. Victoria surveys the space with the practiced eye of someone who's learned to calculate value in seconds. 30th floor. Corner view. I'd say you've done well for yourself, but that would be a criminal understatement. I don't stand. Don't offer her a seat. What do you want, Victoria? She sits anyway, crossing her legs with casual elegance. To talk, sister to sister. We're not sisters. Not anymore. Blood says otherwise. Blood means nothing. I lean back in my chair. You stood there when they threw me out. You didn't say a word. For the first time, something cracks in her perfect facade. I was 19, scared. Dad said if I defended you, I'd be next. So you saved yourself? Yes. No shame in it. No apology. I did. And I'd do it again. The honesty is almost refreshing. At least she's not pretending. Then why are you here? She leans forward. Because Daniel called me last night. He's staying with you. Learning from you. He sounded happy. The word seems foreign in her mouth. I haven't heard him sound like that in years. That's what happens when people treat you like a human being. Don't. Her voice hardens. Don't pretend you're some saint who rescued him. You bought our company out from under us. You're destroying everything we built. Everything you built on the back of a legacy you didn't earn. I stand now, moving to the window. The city sprawls below. My city, my empire. Warren & Co. was failing. You know it, I know it. The only reason you're not bankrupt is because I bought you out. I saved you. Why? The question is sharp. Why would you save us if you hate us so much? I turn to face her. I don't hate you, Victoria. I don't feel anything for you at all. That's worse, isn't it? She flinches. Good. Let her feel what indifference tastes like. But Daniel, I continue, Daniel deserves better than what you gave him. Better than what they gave me. He's our brother. He's my responsibility now. Victoria stands, and for a moment, we're eye to eye, two women shaped by the same family in completely different ways. She survived by conforming. I survived by burning it all down and rebuilding myself from ash. You think you're better than us, she says quietly. You think surviving made you special? No. I shake my head. Surviving made me strong. There's a difference. She studies me for a long moment. Then unexpectedly she laughs. You really did it. You actually became someone, despite you, because of us. Her smile is bitter. You think you'd be here without them throwing you out? Without hitting rock bottom? Pain made you, Emma. We made you. The words are designed to hurt, to diminish. To take credit for my success, I smile. You're right. You did make me. You showed me exactly who I never wanted to become. Her hand moves fast, slap aimed at my face. I catch her wrist midair. My grip is iron. She gasps. Don't, I say softly. Don't make me into the villain of your story just because you can't accept that I won. I release her. She stumbles back, cradling her wrist. Get out, I tell her. And tell Mom and Dad that if they want a war, I'm ready. But if they want peace, it comes with conditions. They leave Daniel alone. They don't contact him. They don't manipulate him. He's mine now. You can't just steal family members. I'm not stealing him. I'm giving him what you never did, a choice. I move to my desk, press the intercom. Security will escort you out. Victoria's face contorts with rage and something else. Fear, maybe. Or respect. This isn't over. It is for you. 2 security guards enter. She leaves with her head high, proud even in defeat. The door closes behind her. I sink into my chair, hands shaking. The adrenaline drains away, leaving me hollow. Empty. A knock sounds at the door. Come in. Daniel enters, carrying 2 cups of coffee. He's wearing a suit now, one of mine, tailored to fit him. He looks older, stronger, more alive. I heard Victoria was here. He sets a coffee in front of me. You okay? I'm fine. Liar. He sits across from me. Talk to me. And just like that, the walls crack. I thought it would feel better, winning, having power. But it just feels empty. Daniel reaches across the desk, takes my hand. His grip is warm. Solid. Real. That's because revenge isn't what you actually wanted. He says quietly. You wanted them to love you, to see you, to apologize. But they can't give you that, Emma. They don't know how. Tears burn my eyes. I blink them back. Then what do I do? You let go. He squeezes my hand. You stop waiting for them to validate you. You stop letting them have power over you. You become free. I stare at my baby brother, no longer a baby, no longer a victim, and realize he's right. The war I've been fighting isn't with them, it's with myself. With the part of me that still wants their approval. Their love. When did you get so wise? I ask. He grins. Had a good teacher. 6 months later, I stand in the same conference room where it all began, but this time I'm not the stranger in Armani. I'm not the ghost returned to haunt them. I'm just Emma, and I've asked them here for one final meeting. My father arrives first. He looks older now, grayer. The buyout terms I enforced were generous but firm. They kept their home, their savings, but lost the company, the status, the legacy. He walks with less certainty now. Less arrogance. My mother follows. She's lost weight. Her clothes don't fit quite right. She doesn't meet my eyes. Victoria comes last. Still perfect. Still poised. But there's a wariness in her now. She learned I'm not someone to underestimate. Daniel sits beside me, my VP of operations now. He's flourished in 6 months, smart, driven, hungry to prove himself. Not to them, to himself. Thank you for coming, I begin. Like we had a choice, my father mutters. You always have choices, I say calmly. That's why we're here. I slide 3 folders across the table. One for each of them. What is this? Victoria opens hers first. Contracts. Job offers. A chance to work for me. For us. I gesture to Daniel. Warren & Co. is being rebranded as Warren Liu Enterprises. We're expanding. Going global. And we need people with experience in the original company. My father stares at me like I've lost my mind. You want us to work for you? I want to give you a choice. The same choice you never gave me. I meet his gaze steadily. You can accept. Work with us. Rebuild something new. Or you can walk away. No hard feelings. No strings. This is a trap, my mother whispers. It's not. Daniel speaks up. Emma doesn't need to trap you. She's already won. This is her offering you something you don't deserve, grace. The word hangs in the air. Grace. Unearned. Undeserved. But offered anyway. Victoria laughs bitterly. Why? Why would you do this after everything? I take a breath. These words have taken 6 months to find. 6 months of therapy. 6 months of learning that healing isn't about revenge or justice or even forgiveness. It's about choosing who you become despite what was done to you. Because I spent 10 years being angry, I tell them. 10 years building walls. 10 years proving I didn't need you. And I was right, I don't need you. But Daniel does. I look at my brother. He deserves a family that shows up. That tries. That does better. And you think we can do that? My father asks. His voice is hollow. I think you can try. I lean forward. I'm not asking you to be perfect. I'm not even asking you to apologize, though you should. I'm asking you to be present. To see Daniel, to see me, to be better than you were. My mother's hand trembles as she opens her folder. You'd really give us jobs? After you threw me out? Disowned me? Pretended I was dead? I nod. Yes, because that's what family does. Real family. They choose each other. Every day. Even when it's hard, Victoria stares at me. I don't understand you. I know. You should hate us. I did. For a long time, I stand, walking to the window. The city stretches out below, full of possibility. But hate is exhausting. And I'm tired, Victoria. I'm tired of carrying the weight of what you did to me, so I'm setting it down. I'm choosing something different. What? My father asks. I turn to face them. Peace. The silence is profound, sacred. My mother starts crying. Real tears this time. My father's face crumbles, every wall he's built collapsing at once. Victoria just stares, speechless for maybe the first time in her life. We don't deserve this, my mother finally says. No, Daniel agrees. You don't. But Emma's giving it to you anyway. The question is, what are you going to do with it? My father stands, walks to me, stops a foot away. His eyes, those cold, cutting eyes, are wet. I'm sorry. The words crack coming out. I'm so sorry, Emma, for everything. For all of it. You deserved better. You deserved love. And His voice breaks completely. I failed you, and I'll spend every day for the rest of my life trying to make it right. If you'll let me, it's not enough. It will never be enough. But it's a start, I nod. Okay. He reaches for me hesitantly, and I let him. Let him pull me into an embrace that feels foreign and familiar all at once. My mother joins, crying into my shoulder. Victoria stands apart, arms wrapped around herself. Victoria, I say. She looks up. You too. If you want, she hesitates. Then slowly, carefully, she steps into the circle of our broken, fragile, possibly healing family. We stand there in the conference room where they signed away their legacy, and I claimed mine. Where the past and future collided. Where endings became beginnings. Daniel catches my eye over their shoulders. He's crying too, but he's smiling. You did it, he mouths. We did it, I mouth back. Because that's the truth. I came back for revenge and found something better. I came back for justice and discovered grace. I came back to prove they were wrong about me. Instead, I proved I was right about who I could become. Not despite them, but in spite of them. A woman who survived. A woman who succeeded. A woman who learned that the greatest power isn't destroying your enemies. It's choosing to transform them into something new. 6 months later, the rooftop garden of Warren Liu Enterprises is in full bloom. Cherry blossoms, roses, jasmine. Old Man Chen's favorite flowers. I had them planted here in his honor. A reminder of where I came from. Who saved me? Why I fight. Daniel finds me here during my lunch break scrolling through emails on his phone. The Shanghai deal closed, he announces, grinning. We're officially international. We're unstoppable, I correct. He laughs. Sits beside me on the bench. You know, sometimes I still can't believe this is real. That we're here. That they're actually trying, he's right. It's been slow, painful. My parents show up to family dinners now. They ask about my day. They listen. Victoria texts me sometimes, never deep, but it's something. They're learning. We all are. Do you regret it? Daniel asks suddenly.
Giving them a second chance?
I think about it. Really think about it. No, I say finally. I don't. Even after everything. Especially after everything. I turn to him. You taught me that. That freedom isn't about making them pay. It's about refusing to let them control who I become. He nods. Quiet for a moment. Then, Old Man Chen would be proud of you, you know. The words hit straight to my heart. You think? I know. He stands, offers his hand. Come on, we have a company to run. An empire to build. I take his hand. Let him pull me up. Together we walk back inside. Past the logo that bears both our names. Past the framed photo of Old Man Chen that hangs in the lobby. Past the ghosts of who we used to be. Into the future we're building, one choice at a time.